Hello, everyone. I'm here with Jeanine Kelly. She has a graphic design business that helps a lot of businesses propel themselves to the next level. She is really good. There's people like that want to market businesses, whether it be like fitness business or just any form of business. And this woman does a lot of stuff. She like designs flyers, posters, business cards, and a lot of great things. And she does a very good job at it. And so we're introducing her. So how are you doing, Jeanine?
I'm great. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. Okay, so what do you offer in your business, like ventures? Like, what do you offer as a person, like uh, bringing something to somebody's businesses that affects their life for the rest of their life? Because whenever they come to you, they're like trying to get off the ground. They could be at the bottom or whatever, but they're coming to you and saying, "Hey, you know what? I need help. I need a way to make it to the top." And then you're that person that quarterbacks. And how do you do that?
Really understand the level at what business is doing. Like, take it one step at a time, really. Just understand the needs that they have at that moment, understand their journey, and then go from there and take care of all their branding and design needs. So, really, if a company is brand new and just getting started, then I can prepare the branding, the logo. We can do websites, marketing, business cards, everything that's needed to kind of start up. And then, if you have an established business and you're just looking to refresh the design, we can do that. Just kind of do like a new launch, or if you just need business cards, just something simple.
Okay, cool. So like, okay, so I'm coming to you. I'm like, hey, you know what, Janine? I got this like fitness business. I've been having this dream for a long time. I'm really passionate about it. How do you go about quarterbacking me? Because you're the quarterback. You're like the person that I'm coming to say, hey, you know what, my life. Because I know what it is to have like a life that's like going like not like I want it, and need somebody that's a little bit smarter than me to help me guide it. So then I'm coming to you like to be my quarterback. So how do you go about assessing everyone's business and all of their needs in that time?
What I like to do is kind of give you a guideline and prepare you for everything that you're going to need going forward as far as launching yourself and your brand and the value behind your brand and what you want to present to people. I just really want to understand your journey and bring that to life.
Okay, so you know my friend Johnny Ramirez, right? He does MMA and local stuff. How did you first meet Johnny, and then how do you propel him to the next level? Because some like martial artists, I know Johnny needed sponsors and different things. Like there was nobody really helping him too much, so he's talked highly about you, about like your heart and your kindness and the things that you've done for him. So like, what do you? How did you really meet him and get to helping him on his journey?
So that's a funny story, actually. One of my clients,
Who's your client?
TK Construction, Trevor Kurtz.
Okay, Trevor Kurtz. I've heard it. I don't know Trevor Kurtz, but I've heard that name.
So I did his branding, and
Okay.
at that time he was doing some sponsoring for Johnny, and he needed a logo for his shorts. So he asked me to send artwork to Johnny and get that going with compadres and all of that. So Johnny and I got to talking later, and he had some ideas that he wanted to pitch for future marketing. So we kind of met that way, and then Trevor invited me to go to one of the fights. He had a big table. There was a lot of people there.
Where was that? The community center?
Yes.
I was there. I had a table.
I think it was 2 Januaries ago.
It probably 2 Januaries ago. Tapper Scrap.
Yeah.
Who was fight? Johnny fought
Yes.
Dylan.
Yeah.
He lost
So
in the main event.
it's coming back to me. It's a little fuzzy.
Fuzzy. It was fuzzy. You were drinking.
No.
No.
Never. Well, actually, I did not want to go. That's what's funny about this. I knew nothing about MMA, UFC. I knew nothing about it. I went to support, and I was so sure that I was not going to like it. I was going to come just for my client, be supportive, but once I got there,
You loved it. I love
it
Johnny.
was different.
It was different.
It's just amazing. Just the energy, the raw energy.
I was talking shit
exciting.
next to
It's
Dylan's
just-
mom. Okay, so Johnny's fighting Dylan, and then I'm by Dylan's mom, and I'm like, whoop his ass, Johnny. And then she's like, whoop his ass. I'm like, hey man, you can stop talking about my homeboy like that, girl. And then she's laughing. I'm like, man, this woman's a strong woman because his mom is able to laugh and like, talk shit and play, and her son is actually fighting, so it was really cool. But I know what type of scrap you're talking about.
Yeah, it's exciting.
It's exciting.
It is
I
exciting.
couldn't have no family members do it because I'd be wanting to beat people up if they get to talk shit too hard.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm like, bro, okay, you're going a little too hard. Chill out. This is my homeboy for real.
Yeah. But it's so fun. The passion behind it all. It's just an amazing environment, and just
Peter runs a good show because he gets in his little suit. He does so good on attention to detail, like all of the chairs and all the things he does. I've known Peter all my life. Like that's my boy, my brother, like my ride or die for real. Like him, Gyro, and the people that he's associated with. Even Johnny. I used to hold Johnny as a little baby. So like I mean, they're all good people. But it's amazing that you help them because it's like a lot of these local fighters really don't have a lot of help and they don't have a lot of sponsors and like people that are just willing to put money behind them. So like when a person like you that has an avenue of knowledge where you know how to brand, make these cards. I think you have some cards right here of like different business cards she makes. Like they're really cool too and they're thick. Like can't really bend them all. Pretty good. Solid quality.
Solid quality.
Yeah, so it's amazing the things that you do. So who got you into this journey? Like, who was the person that really like touched your life career and said, "Hey, you know what? You might be good at this or whatever."
So I've been doing graphic design all my life. Art has always been a passion of mine, and it was always just kind of a hobby. It never really was something I thought about doing as a whole business. Just one of those things that just you have fun with. And when COVID hit, a friend of mine actually was starting his own business. He got laid off from a plant, and he wanted to start a lawn care business.
Chris, his name Chris.
Yeah, Chris Garcia.
Chris, okay. I think I talked to him tonight. He's a good guy.
Different Chris.
Different. Oh my Chris, we got what? How many Chris's you got?
That's my
you
client.
Are lying.
That's my client, Grass Chopper Landscaping. That was my first client.
She got 3 Chris's.
There's Chris's everywhere.
There's Chris's everywhere?
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm just calm. My name's just so common.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so rude. You're fucked up.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, go ahead.
So he asked me for a logo, help with a logo, and that's not something I ever did before. And one of my good friends, also named Chris.
Also named Chris? I'm changing my name. I'm not trying to be like everybody
Chris number 2.
Chris number 2?
Chris number 2. He's just a good friend of mine, and we got to talking, I think right after COVID, right toward the end of it, like 2020. And he said, why don't you just do this as a business, full time? And I just never really thought of it that way. You're really good at what you do, and I'd like to think that I'm really good at what I do. I try to stay humble,
Sometimes you can't stay humble.
I mean,
sometimes it's cool to bite people's heads off. Like I'm saying, it's cool to be humble, but people that like I think it's good to be like very confident in yourself, and I think it's good to believe in you no matter what.
Sure.
So humble is overrated. So I'm that girl, and y'all just have to accept that.
Okay. Okay.
I'm saying
I agree.
Like in powerlifting, that's it. Like I know that powerlifting comes with like egotistical attitudes and sometimes, but to believe in yourself to an extreme point shouldn't be explained or apologized for. So I feel like a person that, hey, you know what? This is how I feel about myself. If you don't feel that way, beat me.
True.
So.
I mean, not everybody's gonna like my style, but I do believe in my work, and I will
and that's
provide
good.
higher
And you should
work.
never like hide the fact that you do that. If you believe in you, believe in you.
I
Don't
believe
let
in me.
anybody else say it.
If I didn't, we wouldn't be here.
We wouldn't be here. We really wouldn't.
Yeah. Well, at that time, I had never done branding. I mean, I just kind of did T-shirt design, things like that. Just kind of hobby art.
Okay, local lawn care service. That's something that people like don't like. It's not like a high-end job, but it really makes a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
But you do have to promote yourself. So like for a lawn care company, how would you go about promoting me? I'm like a guy. I'm going through my neighborhoods and I'm trying to promote my lawn care company. What would you do to like help me out? Like if I was just that person? Because there's really a lot of money. You can make more than a doctor doing lawn care. Because you really can. Because I mean, if you try to cut one of these grasses around here, it's at least $200. You know what I mean?
No, it's a lucrative business.
It's a lucrative business, and people look down on it, but they're really making some dust.
Yeah, no, that's easy money, really easy
Mm-hmm.
money. But that's why branding is so important because, I mean, we've all seen business cards that are just really busy, really bright, too much information. You really look at it for a second, it's not appealing when it's too busy. It's overstimulating almost.
Mm-hmm.
So what I bring to the table with all my clients is very clean, minimalistic branding. Because you have about 2 seconds to grab someone's attention these days, if that, and it needs to stand out, which is why my tagline is brands that stand out. So with him, I kept it really clean. We just did green and black with a little bit of silver as an accent, sometimes 3 colors, mostly 2, and then a logo that's just really bold and just clean. Nothing really busy, not a bunch of grass and everything lawn care related, just clean and
Get
to
to the point. I'm that
to
man.
the point, you know.
I'm him.
And then on the back, just put his services. But from there, after we had the branding done, we did door hangers because he wanted to advertise that way. So that's something.
Isn't that illegal though?
I don't know how.
Is it kind of illegal? Like,
I don't know.
I'm just gonna go and hang my shit on your door. Like that's like, isn't that like intrusion
or something? I
something?
What he did. I think he might have done it in his own neighborhood.
Yeah.
A lot of
Okay.
people
So
there
they know.
support it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That magnet for his car. Did a couple other things.
Okay, so
social media
you do
posting.
magnets like for cars and stuff?
I'll design whatever the brand needs.
So okay, so like if I do a magnet, who do you go through to actually make the magnet?
Right now I use Vistaprint for a lot of things.
Vistaprint, who is that?
It's an online company. It's.
But I mean, I'm saying who? Like, is there an actual name or is it just Vistaprint? Because I know you
It's just
deal
an
with.
online printing company that I.
Okay.
I have seen quality work come
But
from.
you deal with Joey Sandoval too, right?
Yes, for shirts.
For sure.
Local printing.
So that's
yes.
an actual person, yeah. And I know him. He's such a good person.
And
His wife, I love. I have his wife's brother tattooed on my arm. His name is JR. He died in a like a pipe explosion. I love that dude. That's like my brother. So that's his wife, and that's like family to me. So
Yeah,
I love JR so much that like
they're good.
it's
people.
crazy.
I just
super
met.
good people.
I only just met them recently. So that's very new. But until then, I pretty much use Vistaprint for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the UPS store, rarely though, because I'm very specific with the quality of the print that I want for my clients. And not to say that UPS store doesn't do a good job. I like the added touches. Like these are actually suede.
But these are hard, like they
Very
don't
thick.
bend. Like look at this. Like I could bend it. It doesn't have any creases or anything. It's very thick, very quality. What about your shirt? Let me see your shirts. Like, don't you have some shirts and stuff?
Oh yeah.
All right. So
Here you go.
yeah. Is this what, a Tapper Scrap shirt or?
This
or
is
this
my
just,
shirt.
Oh, it's your shirt.
Tapper Scrap shirts are coming.
Oh, it smells good. Wow, you smell good. JK.
JK.
Brands that stand out.
Right.
JK. That's really good work. Okay, so now tell me about the thicknesses of the t-shirts that you use.
Well, I mean, like everybody, we're a fan of soft shirts, so this is a tri-blend shirt.
A tri-blend?
Mm-hmm.
Made from what company?
I order them through Joey.
Or them through Joey? Yeah, these are way better than mine. These actually fit you. Like, I'm so ghetto and cheap. Like, if you buy a shirt from me, I'm sorry, but the way my finances are set up, that's all I can afford.
I mean,
You're bougie. You know that, right? With these shirts.
I'm not. You know what though?
You know what though?
With my branding, I have to take it to that next level.
No, you are, and I agree with what you said. Yeah, but okay. Remember, like every business has a place they have to start. Like if I have a business, then I have a certain amount of financial like assets. I have to start at the place I have to start. Then I have to grow.
Right.
So then we have to start here. Whatever shirts we can afford, this is what we do. We build, and then eventually we can lead into other things. So that's what makes you good as a coach, is because you get to coach from the start.
Exactly.
Okay.
At every level.
At every
stage.
level. What is your emotional connection to your clients of like success and failure? So like you have like you come to me and I say, hey, you know what? This is my dream, Jeanine. I want to accomplish this and I want to do these things, and you know I'm going through this financial state. I don't have a job. I may have a job, whatever. But what is your emotional connection to my failures and success? Because these people become somewhat of family to you, friends, and then when you see what they're going through and whatever they're trying to accomplish, you're kind of going through it with them. So how do you feel about that?
I want them to know that I'm a support system at every stage of their journey, and I can provide design work based on the level they're at, and they don't have to wait to get started. So if right now you're limited on finances, social media. I mean, we live in an age where everything is digital. So if they need social media ads, let's do that. Let's get it promoted. Let's just get it on the internet, you know, a little bit at a time. And then we can get to a website later. It doesn't have to be right now. Or let's just get a couple of shirts made. At least business cards. That's where I start everybody. Business cards and branding. Because once the branding starts and people start recognizing them, and then once the people start recognizing them, we start to grow a little bit more. And then we can grow with merchandise and marketing materials.
Okay, so what is your design process with each client? Like, okay, say that I'm saying this is my vision and my goal, and I sit down and go through all this stuff with you. What is your design process with each person as you sit them down and say, hey, this is my goal, this is my plan, this is my ultimate vision. How do you go about that with every person, and how does it like differentiate?
Well, like every company, it started in a very unique way, and every person has their own vision for colors and style. And really, what I want to bring out is the personality behind the person starting the business. It's their business. It's not mine. So I will have an idea as far as coaching a design style, but at the end of the day, I want this to be something people are in love with.
She's basically telling you need to speak up.
Sorry.
You
Okay.
soft voice having ass.
Okay.
With your
Can you
soft
hear me
voice
now?
having
Okay.
ass.
Basically,
you need to speak with your chest, is what she's trying to say.
bruh.
Bro.
Excuse me.
Okay, well.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, cool.
I try to get emotional here.
Don't get too emotional with you.
Okay.
Because I'll get emotional with you because I am on this Ciroc and Big Red, so we can get emotional together.
Okay. All right. One step at a time here.
One step at a time.
One step at a time.
Okay, so look, in the process of like, okay, I'm coming to you with my business and I'm laying it on the table. How do you go about quarterbacking my business? Because you're the quarterback.
All right.
You're the person that ultimately guides me to success and all that. So, what is the process? Just give it to me.
Okay, so for example, you're talking about a fitness business that you want to start.
Fitness business, yeah.
Okay, so I want to know what you're passionate about behind that business, and what is your vision for how do you think it looks, and what's your journey? I want to see the long-term vision behind this, and then develop a brand style that represents
your goal,
your journey.
Your journey.
What's your favorite color?
But still, no matter what my journey is, you being the quarterback, you still paint a part of the picture.
Exactly.
So like, yeah, it's cool. And then like, okay, so like years from now, what is your legacy that you want to leave? Like whenever you have all these businesses that you've helped, and like all these people that you've helped, and that you've touched all these people's lives. Like when you sit back at 60 or 70 years old, what is it that you want to be happy that you accomplished?
Really the same thing that I want to accomplish right now, which is just knowing that every client is confident in what they're promoting, that they love their brand, that it represents who they are, their journey to their long-term goals, and but they're enjoying their brand. So when it grows, like, one of my biggest clients, we've been working together for 2 years.
What's his name?
Just Peachy.
Just Peachy. Hey, Just Peachy, what's up? Shout
yes.
out Just Peachy. Shout out Just Peachy.
Shout out Destiny Miller.
Destiny Miller?
Yes, so 2 years ago is when she began her business on her own.
Okay.
Medical aesthetics.
Actually,
I'm sure
how do you feel about when a
seen
person says, hey, I got this business called Just Peachy? You're like, bro, Just Peachy?
What are you saying?
No, I'm just kidding. So how did Just Peachy do? Like,
well, okay, when she began her business, we were both at a place where we were just kind of getting off the ground and really help each other, like family, just kind of help build each other. So
Yeah.
for me, I was there to help her take care of all of her marketing and branding needs. Am I talking close enough? Okay. I'm like paranoid.
don't be paranoid, it's okay.
Really, for her, I didn't want her to have to think about the branding part. I wanted people to know who she was, but I didn't want her to have to worry about building her brand, her business in the branding aspect. I wanted to do all that, take that off her plate, and give her a sense of enjoyment in this journey that she was starting.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, we have rebranded a couple of times to the point where we have restructured the business maybe a couple of times at the level of her business
So
growth.
that's audible. So like a quarterback calls a play in football, we have a right run, whatever. We see what the defense is in, and then we realize we have a pass play. So then it's like as you're in your journey, then you make an adjustment of, hey, you know what, this is what we called, but hey, this is what's working. Let's try this.
Yeah.
So how do you make adjustments like that? Like as a person that has to be confident in the calls you make, how do you do that? Like you see what the market's doing, then you have to switch it up. So how do you go about like assessing that?
Keeping it really simple, really back to basics. Don't flood the internet with too much information. Keep it very simple, very clean, because people are going to remember something clean and simple. If overstimulation is just
And overflooding, yeah, I understand that.
right. So with her, I just wanted her to know that we didn't have to. I think people overthink how much promoting that they need to do as far as branding. And really, like I said, back to basics, keep it simple. 2 or 3 colors, limit to like one brief statement of what your business represents and the value of it, and then a couple of basic services, and just keep rotating that in different styles, and then promoting client results. So instead of flooding social media with everything that you do, just piece by piece, and then showing the value behind each service. So with her, it was just take it one service at a time.
Okay, so what is Just Peachy? Like, what does she do?
It's a medical aesthetics spa. Well, studio. Medical
okay.
aesthetics.
It sounds like a strip club. You're
Bro, that's so
Bro,
rude.
Just Peachy? Like, I'm swear to God.
Just Peachy Wellness
That
is how it
sounds like
started.
Just Peachy.
It's
Dre,
Just
be
Peachy
real.
Wellness.
Does that sound like a strip club, though? Just
Plead
Peachy?
the fifth because I'm on camera.
That's
Okay.
right. That's right.
That means
Good
he's agreeing with
answer.
me.
No.
He's agreeing with
no,
me.
that was the right
No, I'm
answer.
just kidding.
Anyway.
Just Peachy. Don't punch me. I'm just
No,
kidding.
she's
I'm not
not.
serious.
But for real, she is.
Okay, so it's a health. Where's the health spa?
It's on Country Club Drive behind Ace Hardware.
Okay, wow. Okay, so what else does she offer?
So, are you familiar with medical aesthetics?
To an extent.
Okay, so facial aesthetics, filler. She does acne treatment. Like facials, mostly facials. Everything that's kind of rejuvenating for your skin. Everything. I mean, it's just a place where you can go and just look and
Feel
feel
good
your
about
best.
yourself.
Yes.
So what is her name?
Destiny Miller.
Destiny Miller. Shout out to Destiny Miller.
She really is one of the hardest, sweetest people I have. Hardest working and sweetest
She's in a
people.
good place, and she's by a country club. That's about the only place that can afford that type of stuff.
Oh, you have to visit. I know it
I'm
seems
not
like
going
it's
to get
just
no
for
facial.
women.
Girl, you cannot be this handsome and need facials.
Men need facials.
I do not need no facial.
Everybody needs facials.
No,
it's
not
for
at all.
everybody, I promise.
She
It's
gave,
not
he gave me a thumbs
feminine.
up. He thinks I'm handsome. He's giving me
I
thumbs
mean,
up.
I didn't disagree, but you know, everybody can benefit from a facial because it just
So
really improves your skin.
Yeah, it does. So, okay, so what is her best feature of her business? What do you think, like, whenever you go to her spa, what do you think she's the best at?
Her specifically, she is an aesthetics practitioner, so she does injectables,
Like lips?
everything. So face,
Oh
like
my, you can overdo that real quick.
that's,
Hey, there was this girl at the gym the other day, and she had bubble lips. Like, you know how, like, when you overdo it and you go too hard, and then you just look like this,
she's not her. That's not her.
look.
That is not her.
Andre, be
We
real.
all
Hey, look,
know-
no, stop laughing at me, bro. You know it's true. Can you overdo
Yes, we all
You
know.
can over-inject, bro.
Yes, you can.
Like,
but
your
she,
shit will look fucked
No,
up.
it's called duck lips.
Duck lip. No, people do that on purpose. You cannot inject and have duck lips because.
She won't do that. She will not over inject. She
Are
will.
you positive she won't
Absolutely.
over-inject?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
No doubt in my mind.
She said she'll dissolve them real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, she's on there?
Yeah.
Hi,
watching
Destiny.
Oh, we love you. Hey, Destiny.
love
How
you.
you doing? I don't mean to talk shit, and I didn't mean to call your business a strip club
That's
either.
right.
I
Thank you.
apologize. I'm sorry.
Wholesome business.
How's the business? She gonna pepper spray me. I don't even know who it is. Talking
You
about
know
my
what?
business like that on the
You're
podcast.
lucky.
How dare
She
you?
is like the
I'll kill
sweetest
you.
human being. So
I'll
you
kill
lucky.
you.
You lucky. Yeah. You need a facial. Tell him he needs a
I
facial.
need a facial. You really offending me right now. You need a facial.
No, you look good. I'm just saying
No.
everybody can benefit from a facial.
Andre, you need a facial. Is that offensive to you?
No. I used to get monthly pedicures.
I'm sorry, but pampering yourself.
He's
Dude,
different.
hot
bro.
rocks on your foot.
Hot rocks on your foot. You've had hot rocks on your
Hot
foot?
rocks?
Bro, that sounds weird, bro.
No. Hot
There's-
rocks?
There's a lot to unpack there.
Oh, yeah.
We're just gonna leave that
So a
alone.
man saying I need hot rocks on my foot doesn't kind of give you a red flag.
What's the red flag?
Hot rocks on your foot. That sounds weird. Does that give you a red flag if your man says I need hot rocks on my foot?
You went with me.
Oh wow, y'all
Yeah.
are both weird. Okay, now I see why
You're
y'all
on your
together.
own.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I see why y'all
sorry.
together now.
She said non-surgical BBL. Chris.
BBL, I need that.
Forget the gym.
I already got a
gym
BBL.
anymore.
I already got a BBL. It's called squat rack.
The squat rack.
It's called the squat rack.
Basically, what Destiny does is make you really look and feel your best. She is just.
Okay, so look, some women do that just to like, okay, say like I'm having a hard time in life and I'm just going through what I'm going through. So some women just like to get out and feel pampered. And so she does that, like the, yeah.
Well, it's more medical aesthetics as far as she does the injectables. Tara, shout out to Tara if you're listening.
Who's Tara?
Tara Bell.
Tara Bell?
She is an amazing esthetician. She does. You need a facial from Tara. I promise. You would just change your life.
Is Tara pretty?
Yes, she's pretty.
I can't have no facial from Tara. I'll fall in love.
You're supposed to close your
I'm
eyes
so
and enjoy
fall in
it.
love. Like,
I
I
don't
can't have no
think
woman
you
like
can
that
enjoy
touching me.
anything. Okay.
I'm
Well,
like,
just.
Tara, I love you. Don't touch me like that.
She's married. That's okay. I'm not sorry.
I'm fine.
But really, what that entire
So where does Tara work?
with Just Peachy.
With Just PG? Oh my God! So they are a wonderful staff. So
Yeah,
how many
so
people is it?
Destiny started this business by herself, and now she has about 5 employees and so many services, and she's just really grown this business into something that every woman, every man can benefit from. It's just an amazing business, and that's what's rewarding for me is watching a business grow and someone who's passionate about what they do and bring passion behind the branding as well.
So do they also sell like different like products and stuff? Like say like
Skincare.
skincare. If you want to go to like Just PG and get like different skincare products like shampoo stuff like that, they also carry that.
I mean, not in store, but she can guide you to the
She can
products that
guide
you
you what
need.
you need. Oh, that's amazing. That's cool. So your ultimate goal, like what is your ultimate goal like through everything? Like what do you really want to accomplish like in these next few years? What do you really just want to be looked at as after it's all said and done?
I really want to help small businesses get started and feel like they don't need a lot to get started, and I really just want to boost their confidence in their vision and bring it to life.
And you know what's crazy is like, cause me like, okay, I'm gonna just bring up a sore subject for myself because I was in prison, right? And I did this time in prison, and I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna make it when I get out. Like I've won all these competitions and I've done all these things before jail, and then I go this whole time where I'm away, and then I'm like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna make it. And it was people like you that helped me make it, like whether it's like Unbreakable Gear, Blackstone Labs, Rocks Gym, or the people who helped aid me or guided me when I had no knowledge of what life is now. Because if you go a 7-year period where you're away from life and then you have to come back, then you have to depend on people who are a little bit more knowledgeable than you. So without people like you, I wouldn't have been able to make it. Like I have all these companies now who like send me products and help me out with what I need to. And it's like I needed someone like you, like a quarterback. Like, because I don't know what life's going to be like. I'm scared. I'm intimidated. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm going to do or what plan I could create. So it's like kind of like I go to someone like you who's a quarterback. You can grab the ball and you can say, hey, this is where we need to go. This is where we need to go. And that's very important in life. You know what I mean? Especially for some people who need guidance or need someone that's not just a little smarter than them or a little bit more knowledgeable. I can't even explain. Like people make this world out to seem like a bad place, but without my friends, I would be nowhere. Like without the people, hey Gyro or hey Peter or hey this person or that person, it's kind of crazy. But the effectiveness that you could have on somebody's life is it lasts forever because you not only touch them, but you're helping them feed their kids, you're helping them, provide for their family and do all these amazing things, which is amazing.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to take the job pretty seriously. So.
My clients are like family,
Of course,
That's really
like
what
family.
it becomes like, because I want to support them, they support me, and we're going to do everything that we can to...
Okay, so have you ever had somebody bring you a bullshit business that you just, like,
Yes.
this is not going to work?
Oh, like that?
Hey, look, I want to sell cow manure on the corner of, like, Maine and Longchester. We're going to make this business, and we're just going to sell cow manure, and we're going to make it work. Can you help us make it work, Jeanine, Kell? Huh? We want to be cow manure salesmen.
I'm not sure that's how I want to be known.
No, but I'm saying, like, have you ever just had somebody bring you a bullshit-ass business that you're like, bro, I just don't think this is going to work?
I mean, we're in Texas, so that's not a far stretch.
It's not a far stretch.
But
We're just going to open a cow manure business on the side of the road. We're just going to push this motherfucker till it just makes us a millionaire.
not my favorite style or design work, but I can make it happen. I mean,
Poop
challenge
happens.
accepted. But
Poop happens. Are you going to make some poop happen?
I-
What are you going to do? If I have a manure cow salesman job, how are you going to promote me? What are you going to do? Give me
I
some.
don't know
give me some
how
game.
serious I can take it.
You got to. I'm bringing you money. Like, hey, here's $3,000 for my manure business that
Oh
we're
my
going to
God.
open on the corner.
Oh, I don't want to turn anyone down, but wow, that would be. I don't have words because I like to elevate brands with a luxury style, and I don't know if
But
I
I'm
can
saying, have
bring
you ever had a
luxury
brand
to
that you're just like, this shit is just not going to work, bro?
No, not yet. No, because I like to make every vision possible, and there hasn't been anything that strange. But
It's like, yeah, leave it up to me to make it that strange.
I mean, that's not a far stretch. But yeah, I only have
That's the
words for
sad
that.
thing is like if that business just would blow the fuck up, like best business ever, like me and you were just on the corner slanging, yeah, millionaires.
Yeah,
That'd be the one.
on the corner as a
On the
millionaire.
corner.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying, okay, has anyone ever brought you like a far-fetched business and then, okay, so like when a person gives you an idea and you're just like, you know what, maybe this is not gonna work, what do you do? Do you turn them away? Do you help them? Or like, okay, I say, hey, this is my business, and then you think, man, I don't see a future in that. What would you do? Do you help them? Or do you kind of like, hey, maybe you need to go a different avenue?
It's really not my place to tell them that their vision isn't going to work because
I give you that for that. That's exactly,
you
that's
have
good.
to believe in them.
You gotta believe in them.
And give them a reason to believe in themselves.
Give them a chance to fail.
And they may not, though.
Maybe not. No, but I'm saying always give a person a chance to fail. Don't ever tell a person, hey, you know, like, okay, one of the reasons like I've always been good at powerlifting is my mom always told me I was gonna fail. So like no matter what I told my mom, hey mom, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, hey, I'm gonna accomplish this, and she's like, you're not gonna be able to do that. And that was the most potent words a mama could tell me because I'm like, well, you got me fucked up, mom. I said, mama, you said I can't what? So anything my mom would tell me I can't do, I'm just gonna prove it that I can.
Yeah.
So it was like demotivational and self-motivational at the same time. I remember I faced Jimmy Pacifico, who was like a legend in our sport. His dad was the greatest powerlifter in the 70s. And I said, hey, mom, I'm facing Jimmy Pacifico in a powerlifting meet. She said, Jimmy's going to whoop your ass. Have you seen his muscles? And I'm like, wow, mom, I'm heading to the gym right now. I love you. Thanks for the support. That's all I need to hear. But it's her way of motivating you. You know what I mean? Like the
negative reinforcement?
Negative reinforcement.
That's
when your mom says you're about to get your ass kicked, son. It's like, wow, mom, that's so motivational. That's the best thing you could ever tell me. Some people are motivated by negative and positive. But I'm just asking you, like, how do you reinforce somebody on an idea that you don't think is going to work, but you just have to, like, ride with them and maybe it's going to work, maybe it's not. What do you go about? Would you go about this situation?
I haven't encountered a situation like that yet, and if I did, I wouldn't say anything because, again, it's not my journey and not my place, and if they believe in themselves, then I'm going to be behind them 100%.
Maybe that's maybe there's ideas and you're just so positive that you're still, like, ride with them anyway, and that's good. That's really good.
I mean, every business, it's scary to get started, and it's a huge risk, so I'm not going to be the one to say, you know, it's probably not going to work. No, I'm going to get behind them 100%. Even if they fail, at least they started.
At least they started. They took a step. You're right. The hardest part of failure is actually trying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you never have to worry about failing if you play safe. If you never walk a tight wire, you never have to worry about falling.
Yeah, that's true.
You never have to worry about any of that. So it's pretty amazing. Okay, so who sponsors you, or who's your, like, the people that you deal with the most? Like, what shout outs do you have? Like, what shout outs do you have on people that have helped you throughout your career, like guided you throughout your path and just done what they've done for you? Who do you think those people are?
Well, Destiny Miller.
Destiny Miller. Shout out again, Destiny
Yes.
Miller.
She's like a sister to me, and she believed in me when I was just getting started. We believed in each other, and that's what, you know, good business is about, is good support. And recently partnered with Peter Morales, the owner
Tapper
of
Scrap,
Tapper
my boy.
Scrap.
Oh, gee, my brother.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
They're amazing people as well. I've been very blessed. The clients
Oh,
that I
you heard
have.
that? I said, yeah. They're making fun of me because I hit this shit hard as fuck.
So back to Johnny. After his fight, I realized this is something that I'm very passionate about and that I love. Really 180 for me because I was so sure. Like fighting, I don't think so. This is annoying.
So you're saying you can't fight?
I don't want to ever.
So you're like
I'm
Ronda.
gonna say no.
So
no.
you're like Ronda Rousey, like Ronda Rousey, and then there's Ronda
You said
Rousey. Ronda Rousey, like Ronda Rousey has no jab, no elbow.
I don't want to
You're
know.
Ronda Rousey.
Yeah,
You don't
we'll
wanna
just
know?
go there. Yeah.
You don't want to know.
I don't want to fight. No.
You don't
I'm
wanna
not a fighter.
You're not a fighter.
No.
Okay.
But So after that,
So what'd you like about the fights though? Like what made you passionate about? Because I like them too. The way Peter runs them, I love them because it's like his passion he puts inside of it, and those kids fight hard as fuck. Like
yes, they
they're
do.
balling, bro. They're coming.
The
They're trying to kill
energy,
you.
the passion, I love it. I love it when people, like, it's just like business. You can see the passion behind what people do, and they're not doing it, 50%, then you want to get behind that. You want to believe in them too. And of course, the energy and everything about it is just amazing. And I didn't know Peter back then, so I didn't know how he runs the show, but I am so excited for the Victoria event that's coming on November 1st. So if you haven't bought tickets, go to the website that I just built, tapperscrap.org. Get your
You built
tickets.
that website?
I did.
Oh wow, I'm gonna have a booth there too, Peter said.
Yeah.
He said
I'm
I
excited.
get a booth. I love it. Yeah.
So that particular project was really fun for me because it's something that I love and enjoy. So there are projects where I'm not.
Do you have like profiles of each fighter? Like okay.
Not
Have
individually.
you heard of Chris Black?
Yes.
That motherfucker fights hard, dude. Johnny fights hard. Johnny fights hard. Chris Gonzalez fights hard, but Chris Black's exciting to watch.
Yeah, the whole thing's gonna be really exciting.
It's gonna be really fun.
Yeah.
And Peter keeps doing it. Like he keeps bringing it, and it's an amazing thing. And, like I even help him free. Like when he calls me, and say, "Hey, we gotta pitch iron. We gotta put these cages up." I don't ever charge him. I just show up. That's my brother. I've been knowing him for so many years. It's just all right, big bro. And it's hard. Like I lift weights and I'm in the gym all day. Fucking with Peter for one day, moving all that shit is harder than any workout I've ever had because it's so different. You're moving iron. You're actually building the cage and the octagon, and then you're moving all that wood. And you're having to do it in one day, and you may have 4 or 5 people helping you. So it's pretty taxing. And the crazy thing about Peter is he'll do it himself. So like Peter will do all that shit himself, and then still promote it. He'll show up in his little suit. He'll do all that. So there's a lot of work that goes into it, and Peter, he really puts his heart and soul into it.
Yeah. He and Christy are very passionate about what they do, and they believe in Tapper Scrap. I mean, they don't just run a business; they live it, and that is what I love about my clients that live and breathe their business. I can get on board with that. It just makes that more exciting for me. And so, yeah, that's been a very great partnership. I'm very blessed with that. Again, amazing people. And, of course, I love, anything MMA and UFC. So the fight posters that I made for Kenny.
You said you like the Sean, okay. So the Sean O'Malley fight.
I said he's fighting. I didn't say it was.
Are you going to watch the fight?
Yeah.
You like him as a fighter? Who's your favorite UFC fighter?
Oh, Poirier.
Give me some. You know where he's from?
Louisiana.
Like Lafayette. You know where my parents were born? Lafayette, both of them.
Oh, yeah.
I was born in Lake Charles, yeah. But both my parents were born in Lafayette. Daniel Cormier is born in Lafayette. Dustin. He's cocky. I like him.
Yeah.
He's so cocky.
He's confident.
He said, what did that dude say? He's like, this is not boxing, bro. He said, shit, you finna sleep like it's boxing.
Mm-hmm.
I like him. He's a really good dude. I like Dustin Poirier. He's one of my favorite fighters. My favorite is John Jones, though. Because he overcomes everything. Like, he's been arrested. He's been this, that. My favorite fighter will always be John Jones. I like Anderson Silva, too. But Anderson Silva kind of lost a little bit in his later career. John Jones is the GOAT. Okay, so what final shout-outs do you have? Anybody that wants, like, good branding for their business, no bullshit, this woman is very good. You can hit her up on Facebook, social media. She can do websites. She can do, like, signs. Actually, let me get this sign for you real quick.
Are you getting the banner?
Yeah.
So enormous.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Let me show it up. Grab it. This is one of the Tapper Scrap banners. We need to put it up in the back. She's going to hurt herself getting up out of it. But, like, different banners like this, you can make your own banner.
Yeah.
And then business cards, she has those. So, those are here. Business cards, websites, and different things. Brochures,
flyers, all of that.
flyers, anything that you want to build a brand, just hit her up. And then she's a very good person. She's always at Rock's Gym. That's where I met her. And, I mean, me, myself, I would go to her because, like, you know what I mean? I just want to keep things simple and just, like, build myself. I have, of course, fitness businesses and stuff like that where I'm selling supplements, knee wraps, and belts and all that stuff. So it's cool to run into people like this and that are helping people achieve their dreams. Because, like, dreams, we look at a dream as like, oh, this person's just reaching their dream. But throughout financial security, your kids reach your dreams. They get to go to college. They get to go whatever school they want because their business is working. So you're helping so many people throughout decades to come. You know what I mean? And you don't realize that. It's like a football coach who helps a kid, like in high school. This kid goes to Texas, like Jordan Whittington. Kid goes to Texas from Cuero, one of the greatest athletes. He goes to Texas, now he's at the Rams. So those people who touch his athletic career get to watch him on TV accomplishing the things that he wants to accomplish, and that's really fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So, and you're that person. So like at 67, like when I'm 60 or 70 years old, I want to watch powerlifters who I coach because I can't do the dream anymore. I can't go in there and squat the big weight, but I get to watch those people accomplish their goals, and that's really what I want to do. It's really like motivation to me.
Rewarding. Yeah.
So thank you for coming on.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You look great today.
Oh, thank you too.
Oh, well, thank you. Andre, you sexy motherfucker. Andre, and my homeboy Andre back there looking like a baby gorilla. Hey, any questions you have? Okay, so Andre, you do the Cinemark Productions, right?
But yeah, my production company is called Chimera Productions.
Chimera Production.
Right.
Cinema, I always call it, I always say the wrong shit. Because I be on the Ciroc so much that, you know, it makes me say
We
shit
deal with
different.
productions as far as videography, cinematography, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
like a whole different other field of it. But as far as like what you do, I couldn't do that. like,
You
So,
could. You
it's
asked.
Now, he could. He's smart. Now, he
I
can do anything
could.
he wants. He can
I
do anything he
could.
wants. He's
I
playing.
could.
But I'm
could.
saying, okay, so like in your aspect of what you do, like you do everything. When I say, hey, like this is the guy that I go to, like I'm dumb, and I know I'm dumb, so I have to have friends like Andre that are smart. So I'm like, hey, Andre, how do you email something? Hey, Andre, can you tell me how to email something? No, I'm saying, but Andre helps me with all like the digital stuff and everything that I'm not good at. What do you bring? Like, what stuff do you offer? Like, what you offer the digital stuff, the videos, the what are you offering?
Well, I mean, as far as that, I mean, if you want to swap out here, I can talk to her over there if you want,
Come on,
and then put
you
her
let
over
him
there.
switch places real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Big bro. Hey, we don't even got a chair big enough for big bro. All right, so
It feels weird to be on the other side here.
feels on the other side.
No,
Okay, so
kind
like,
of.
okay, so we're talking about like the aspects of her. You said that you had kind of questions for her too, like
Yeah.
of different things that you can.
Right. So like I said on that, well, she does more of the like what I would be like, okay, I'd have a heart attack trying to print out like 100 of these cards and get them right every single time, even though it's all automated, obviously, like through VistaPrint and stuff like that. I couldn't do that. My business cards are straight from Amazon. I'll be straight honest.
I didn't even know they
like
did that.
like they're straight from China. Like I'm pretty sure, I'm on a register somewhere. like I don't know, but I printed them out just like that, and they came. It was like a whole tub. I don't even think they measured them. If they did, it was like in millimeters. I don't know, because it came in a big box of them. But as far as like what she does, I'm gonna hit her up now because
Yeah, she's really
I didn't
good.
know anybody did
No,
it
no, no.
local.
Look, she's really good, and she does all like the signs.
Mhm.
She does all like everything, and then even the website. And she's cheap. Like, I mean, I don't say cheap, but $1,500, $2,000. No, I'm saying I can afford that. I can't afford no crazy like. I'm like, damn, is that website made by like Versace or Nike or
Right?
something? Like, shit.
You just open
Can
it
I
up.
finance
and
it?
Yeah, can you
Like,
finance?
can I pay payments?
Yes.
Oh, you can finance.
You
it?
can finance?
Wow.
Oh
I didn't
wow.
know that.
Well, I mean, make payments. I mean, I don't really.
So you have a payment plan for a website?
Yes.
Oh my God, it's so amazing. So
Well,
you're-
you call me cheap.
Well,
Huh?
see, this
No,
all
you're
comes.
you're kind of ghetto like us. You understand the hood.
I have a word.
No, I'm just kidding.
See, this all comes full circle because Chris also wants to start selling his products online on a website.
Yeah, like all the products you see, because I have almost a store because I have stuff at the gym still. So I have almost a store's worth of products. And I would go to somebody like her to inventory the products, put them online where they're sellable, and then get okay, so they want 2 arsons, 2 hollows, 3 pairs of knee wraps, paid here, this is the address to be shipped. That's the
Right.
person to go to.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. She can do it all. Pretty sure. Pretty
For
sure she can do it all.
can.
I can't do that. That scares me.
If it's digital, I can do it.
There you go. The confidence. the
She's
confidence.
the confidence.
I don't have that. See, I sit behind a computer. That's why.
No, but you really do good. No, I mean everything that I've ever asked you to do. So you're actually gonna help me run the powerlifting meet that's coming up with
Correct.
open powerlifting.
Right.
Everything that I've ever had you do, you were.
Yeah, we
good.
have
You don't give yourself enough credit.
we have the October meet coming up.
October. Oh, we have the October meet coming up.
Yep.
We have the April meet coming up. We have the Texas State Championships, which will be in August. APA Texas State Chairman. I'm the APA State Chairman, which means I can run my own meets. Now, I ventured away from other like federations is because I want to be able to dictate myself. Like those federations, like, hey, you can't run a meet here. I'm not listening to anybody else. I'm gonna listen to myself. I'm gonna put these meets up, and then it is what it is. They land where they land. So.
Right.
And you're gonna be helping me run those.
Yep. So I'll be running all of the background stuff.
Chimera production.
Chimera production.
I always say it wrong, bro. Like no matter
it's
what.
Greek, so it's kind of hard to pronounce.
That's where you fuck.
But yeah, I should have went with like a Hispanic name.
Capira.
No, no, but Chimera Productions, yes, we do anything from videography, cinematography, photography. We do portable and in studio as well. So I mean, we do pretty much everything. We even run this.
Hey, listen, like if y'all want production videos, like weightlifting videos, if you want to like promote your weightlifting, this guy's perfect for it. I mean, like anything like highlight videos, rap videos. Like if you a rapper, you think you can rap, come to this guy. He'll record it.
I've done one. I've worked with Chris. I've worked with Michael Pena. I've worked with Rock before. I mean, I've worked with Rock's vitamins before. So I mean, it's a great like production and everything runs through it. So I mean, really and truthfully, I'm excited for everything that's coming up because really and truthfully, like we have October, we have December, we have April.
Oh, December. Okay, so December is the Lift for Gifts. For those who don't know, I'm glad you put that up. Okay, so we have lifters that are bringing lifts, gifts for kids. We'll be accepting those as the payment for the meet. We raise hundreds of gifts for children who don't have Christmas. So that was last year, and we gave it to the Salvation Army and the different families who needed it. So the Lift for Gifts, it'll be sponsored by the APA. Jim Ford is actually waiving the fee of the sanction fee, and I'm waiving the entry fee. So we're not making any money off of it. All you have to do is bring gifts. So people that want to sponsor that, that's going to be a great thing. My boy's going to run it. He's going to be there helping me, like doing all the computer work and doing all that stuff. So we got a lot of great stuff coming up at Rocks Gym.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's a big thing, and I will also be competing in that one because that's what I'm getting ready for.
Yeah,
so,
get your mind right to get. Lose. Get your mind right to lose.
Oh yeah, I'm guessing over 1,500 total.
That's good.
Oh yeah, 1,500 total.
You're gonna do good. I think you're gonna do better.
Not kg pounds, but
pounds. No, not kg.
Yeah, no, not
ain't
kgs.
Ain't nobody done no kgs.
Not yet.
No, that's some dang hard shit.
But yeah, we're getting ready for that. That's actually gonna be very very awesome because as per the last
Have you ever
one.
Before?
Not in federation or anything like that.
Okay, so this is gonna be your first time. I think you're gonna overplay yourself. Like you're gonna powerlifting is an emotional event, and if you do not connect to emotion, then you never know how good you are. And a lot of people at Rocks, they have the deadlift station that's away. Okay, so today Kelly, right, Garcia, she was deadlifting, and she doesn't get the bar off the ground, on a 285 deadlift, right? So we start talking shit to her. You know what I mean? We're like, you can't get this shit off the ground. We start talking crazy to her, and the next one she smokes it because it's a connection to emotion and that push. If you don't have somebody pushing you or a crowd to excite you or where you just get to take it somewhere different, you really don't know what you can do.
Yeah.
There's an every great lifter has an emotional connection to pain or something that they've been through that makes them good. And I don't think that you have fully been exposed to that yet.
No.
Where you have a crowd like screaming you have to win, lose, or fail. You know what I'm saying? So I think you're gonna do better than what you think you're gonna do.
Yeah, because my first, and I don't know if you remember this, last year the first time that I ever met Chris, he literally walked in. I was doing like 485 for singles on heavy deadlifts, and he walks in and he's like, "Man, that's it. Like, get some fire under you." And I was like, "Who is this man? Why is he bald? Who is he talking to? Why is he talking to me like that? I don't know who this guy is. Why is he talking about?" And Dwarm, remember Dwarm, Noah, and Noah's friend, I forget his name, sorry. But I remember they all look at you and you're like, put a yellow on there. Just
Yeah.
throw it in there. And I didn't even know I could pick it up yet. I didn't even know I could break it off the ground. But then when you saw that I couldn't do that yet, you were like, okay. I was picking up 485 singles like easy. And you were just like, you just went up to it. I still have that video. I still watch that video sometimes because it reminds me of just how far somebody can push you. Because at that time, I just was like, okay, cool. And as soon as I did the first one, I picked it up, I locked it out, and you were just like, come on, you got another one?
Mhm.
Easy, easy. And I picked it up and I
And
watched that
that's
video
what I
back
mean.
again.
But that's
Yeah.
what I mean is that whenever like I see a dude miss a deadlift all the time, and when it's an empty gym, and I'm like, come on, bro.
Right.
I'm like, nah, wake up.
Yeah.
You're not up. Go
Right.
put a song on. Put something you like. Get emotional.
Yeah.
Think about something that you don't like. And then it's like whenever you drive through a deadlift and then you miss it, but you have to have somebody to bring you to an uncomfortable place so you could be willing to go there.
Right.
So and a lot of people like that's why I say that deadlift area sucks, bro. It's so dead. So you don't know what you can do yet.
Right.
We're gonna find out though.
Yeah. Yeah.
A few weeks from now, we can find out what you can do.
I'm definitely excited. As per my training right now, I'm not going to give any numbers out, but as per last year, I'm hitting my PRs for reps this year. So I'm excited to see.
But
like,
you've been consistent.
Right, I've always
That's all
been
it takes.
consistent on
That's
it.
all it takes.
6 to
No, but
6:30
you look
every
like a
single
baby
day.
truck though. I mean, look at you, bro.
I'm not a baby
You do
truck.
look like a baby
I'm like
truck.
an 18 wheeler, all right?
You look like an 18 wheeler.
I
A
gotta,
16
I gotta.
wheeler.
a
You got 2 more
16
wheels
wheeler?
to grow. You need 2 more wheels.
I'm like a flatbed,
Yeah,
man.
you sound like a flatbed.
It's terrible, man. See, like whenever I look at like my mentors, like Drom and Noah and stuff like
Drum and
that.
Noah are both smart.
Yeah.
Hey, Drum is like a technician. Noah's the same way.
Yes.
Noah's like they're both they're gonna calculate the game to a T, and they're both very good technicians. They're way better technicians than me. I've always got away on talent. Them dudes will. John will be in front of his computer studying deadlift forms for like hours at a time, and he's so smart. He really is. And
Yeah.
He's done it so long.
I'll sit there with him whenever we were both back on schedules, and I'd sit there, and he'd be on his phone just looking at his bar path and be like, okay, all right, all right.
But you don't know how. Okay, so we used to work at this gym called Gym X, right? My homeboy named David Shackley. He's probably the greatest female fitness coach in Texas history. He died at the Olympia. This is my best friend. He coached me at the Olympia 3 times. And I remember in 2018, I get a call home from jail. And a jail call is something that you look forward to. And I'm like, hey, I was like, hey, how's everything going? And he's like, hey, man, we got to tell you about Dave. And I'm like, what happened? He said, Dave's passed away. I'm like, well, what happened? Dave was at the Olympia this weekend. So Dave coaches all his athletes and then ends up dying of a drug overdose that night in the hotel room. So I remember it just being so fucked up. But Drum was there with us. It used to be me, Dave, Mike Pena, all these guys. Drum was just a skinny kid. Like Drum was like, he was so young and so small. Like he was weak. Like he wasn't what he is now. He's come so far. It's crazy. It's almost like a Jordan Shipley of football. A guy that's not a Terrell Owens. He doesn't have a lot of athletic talent, but he like he goes into these routes and he learns all these ways to be good at football that makes him great. And that's Drum. He's gonna learn every way to beat you without talent.
Right.
So and that what makes him dominant is because he doesn't have all the talent in the world, but he's gonna study till he does.
Oh yes, like I remember the first time me and him worked out, and we didn't even know each other. He was just like, "Oh man, you mind if I work in with you to warm up?" And I was like, "I'm doing 2 plates of breads. You call this a warm up?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?" And
Oh, you thought you was the man.
Yeah. He's like, all
you
right.
thought you was doing something.
Oh yeah, I really did. I was like, okay, well yeah, everything's good. And oh
John
man,
was handling it?
yeah, he's just handling. He's doing like 6, 7 reps.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I'm like, he's like, I'm getting ready for a meet, so yeah, it's all right.
And
he told me too though. He told me he was like, it's okay because I'll get you. I'll spot you. I know how to look for it. So if you fail or you think you're gonna fail, I got you. And it was like a whole thing of like, man, this dude really understands. Like he's studying my body language, and I don't even know who he is.
Hey, bro, look, I've powered through way longer than Drum. I've accomplished a lot. Whenever I have a question, I ask Drum. Whenever I have a question, I ask Noah, because they manipulate the game so well. I got away on talent. Like I got away on just being stronger, whether it be performance drugs or the things that I take or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But those guys don't take, like, first of all, neither one of them take any form of steroid.
No.
You know what I'm saying? They're both natural. Right. They don't take a bunch of supplements. So whenever they beat you, it's them themselves, and then they're just manipulating the different mechanics and stuff, and they're just really good. I love John.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's the one who originally I remember like Reds, and there's a video out there where I failed two Reds like a year and a half ago.
You failed two
I
Reds.
failed two Reds.
You suck.
I really
Bro.
did. I really did.
So you did. What'd you do this week? Four Reds. You
What's
did what?
that?
Five something. Did you
On
hit
on my
five somewhere else?
squats?
Yeah.
On my squats, I hit four. I hit
But that's
four.
500.
Right.
Five something.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. 507.
Pretty easy.
Yeah. And that was
Knee sleeves. No wraps. No suits.
no suits, no wraps,
Drug
anything
free.
like that. Drug free.
You don't take
Still,
nothing?
you know, my mom said no drugs, so
Your mom said no drugs.
my mom said no
Does she
drugs.
smoke weed?
She won't let me. I mean, off the record.
Yeah. Oh,
No.
I like mom. Hey, tell mom I want to. What?
I love her
wasn't
so
expecting
much.
That. I was
I
just
love
talking.
her. She's a day drinker, you know.
She's a day drinker. Hey,
She's
mama,
an old
hit this,
school
mama.
Mexican
Hit
mom.
this, mama.
No, she doesn't. To my knowledge, no. To my grandma's knowledge, you know, hey, you know, she's up there now.
Yeah.
But my grandma, she went out like a true G.
True
You know?
G?
Yeah, she was still doing that at 60.
Your mama
My grandma, yeah. I loved her so much.
I would have loved it too.
Oh,
I'd be
yeah.
like, Grandma, let me hit that shit for real.
She'd walk in, she'd be like,
Mijo, you want some of this?
I mean, it was like a different thing. And you know, like what got me into really like getting into like powerlifting and like strength training was honestly she would see me watching strongman competitions and she'd be like, "You can do that. You're as big."
You like that, right? Fat ass.
Yeah, she'd be
That's
like,
basically what she was
"You
calling
pretty
me.
much." Yeah, she'd be like, "All that weight and you can't even pick anything up." I'm like,
Grandma got you in your emotions.
oh man, she did. She had a way, but
How'd
her
she pass away?
just old age.
Old age. How old
Old
was
age. She was 64.
64.
64,
That's kind of still
63.
young. My mom's like that age. Bro.
Yeah, I mean I'm
It's still kind of young for
Yeah.
grandma. It's kind of young.
Oh yeah, I mean she lived her life the way that she wanted to, and she didn't give a fuck who told her yes, no, it doesn't matter. Social Security could run out, she'd flip something.
She gonna flip.
Yeah, she gonna flip something. She gonna get that $20 somehow. It doesn't matter. She'd be out there, but man, God rest her soul. She was the epitome of like if you needed something, and she had a room open, she would immediately be like, it doesn't matter if you're off the street, you don't even know her. She just see you just walking down the street. You need a place to
God
stay.
bless her, yeah.
Yeah, you want
bless
some food? Oh man, she cooked. She raised the kids, then the kids' kids, and then the kids' kids had kids. Like man, she was like she's somebody that I strive to just be, but her emotional strength over her physical strength
But
was
emotional
a
strength
big
is
thing.
physical
Oh
strength.
yeah,
No, people don't realize how emotional strength. Bro, I was in boys' homes when I was a kid.
yeah.
So I'm 12 years old when I told myself I'm gonna win in Olympia. I'm at Woodside Trails Boys Home Therapeutic Camp when I tell them, hey, when I grew up, I'm gonna win the Olympia. I'm gonna go compete against the best in the world. I'm away from my mom. I do push-ups till I can't. Like I miss my mom so much that I have to work out till I fall asleep. I swear to God, every kid that was at Woodside Trails would say, man, that boy used to work out crazy. Like I remember not being able to sleep. I remember being away from my mom and my dad, and just an emotional connection to pain. And then we had these wood areas, right? Like if you didn't go to school, you had to work in the wood area. So you had to shave wood, you had to saw wood, you had to carry trees in. And then, so if you don't go to school, which I hate school, I got ADD, I got all these emotional issues and shit. So, like the work ethic took me out of that. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So weightlifting was always something that like I was able to disconnect with work. So their punishment, like, oh, if I don't go to school, I have to do this. I can't wait to do it. Like, I want to do it. So then I started building these muscles. I come home from the boys' home and I flex for my mom. She's like, boy, where you get the muscles at? I'm like, mom, just chill out. I've been sawing wood and like shaving crates and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Mom, like, boy, you getting swole.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's just like, it just makes us, sometimes our pain and our downfall make us who we are. So like when I went to prison, right, like it wasn't any different. I was already used to being away from everybody, or used to being distant. So the work ethic was no different. It's just me in a room full of pain and emotion, and just connecting to it and just going hard. Because if you can connect to your emotions, emotions are more powerful than muscles. If you have something that's so fucked up in your head that you take it there, like when you squat, what do you think about?
Nothing. I don't actually think of anything.
Bro, okay, so like, like say there was 900 pounds in the bar, right? I remember me going to my grandma's funeral, right? And my mom was there, and she's crying over my grandma, and she's like looking at my grandma, and she's crying. She has tears in her face, and my mom went through a bunch of things in her childhood. But I remember like I said, man, my mom has a dream right now of bringing my grandma back, or just wanting to be with her. and she's unable to reach that dream. Like no matter what, she can look in that coffin 1,000 times and she cannot reach that dream. So we have these weights on this bar, or we have these weights on these things that we want to reach, and we're scared of them. But one day, like we're gonna look in something and we're not gonna be able to accomplish them.
Right.
We're gonna look inside of something, and no matter how bad we want it, it's not gonna be there. Whether our mom dies, our dad dies, our grandma dies, it's not gonna be able to. We're not gonna be able to accomplish it.
Yeah.
But we're scared of this shit. Like we're like, I fear failure because of somebody else's opinion. I
Right.
fear failure because
that's a
of
big
what
one.
she
Yeah.
thinks or what he
Right.
thinks. So I take myself to a level that's just like, man, fuck it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, whenever I watch your videos, I'm just like, man, what does this guy think about? Like, it's
I
wild.
bro, I swear to God, I don't
It's
even want to say what
wild.
I think about some crazy shit, bro.
I'm over here thinking about like breakfast or something, lifting like
Hey,
500 pounds.
But no, it's try it though. Dr. McGill, right? He's Brian Carroll's coach in these world. He said every true champion has a connection to some form of pain. That's why I tell you, Chris Black fights different than everybody. I don't know what it is. I don't. He might not tell us.
It's a
But
switch.
there's
in
something
his
that
head.
he went through in life that makes him different than that guy.
Right.
There's something he went through in life that makes him different than that guy.
You're gonna pepper spray him, right?
I'm a pepper sprayer.
You're gonna
If
pepper
you fuck with me,
spray.
I'm pepper spray that guy, bro.
But it is a switch though for him.
It's a switch.
It's just an instant like game over. That's it.
Game
Done.
over.
That is it. Just like how we always hashtag game over. That's a real thing. Like as soon as it's on,
Hey, you know
you're
where I
in
got game
for it.
over?
Where'd you get it from?
Pac-Man.
Really?
You remember Pac-Man kills you?
Right.
What does it say?
Game over. Red text. That's
Red
really
text.
where you got it
I
from?
swear to God,
Man,
bro.
I thought it was like some like
Some
deep-hearted or
deep
something.
shit. Like, hell no, Pac-Man will kill you, bro.
I was like, yeah, 242.
When them ghosts
game
get
over.
you,
Yeah.
game over.
Well, see, like mine is like whenever I hashtag ego,
Yeah.
because it's all ego right
Ain't
now.
never wrong with having
100%.
Ain't nothing wrong with having
4
it.
months deep,
Do you?
just full of ego.
Feel you.
Yeah,
Feel you.
yeah. And I'm like, okay, nobody's
Bro,
struggling
if
with
you don't
me.
feel you, nobody's gonna feel you, and then they're gonna hate on you when you feel you.
Right.
So it don't matter. Be
Right.
you.
The weight's talk.
Believe in yourself.
Yeah, the weight's gonna talk.
I'm never gonna hate on a man for believing in himself.
Oh yeah.
Matter of fact, if you don't believe in yourself, don't enter a cage, don't enter a baseball field, don't enter anything. If you don't believe in you, stay the fuck off the field.
Oh yeah, that's a big thing. It's just
Yeah.
like you could have no support in the world as long as you believe in you.
As long as you believe
Work's
in
gonna work.
Work's gonna work.
Work is gonna work, and it doesn't matter if you're the best, the most famous, or the richest person in the world. Work is gonna work.
And no matter what you do, they're gonna hate if you succeed.
There's always a hater.
There's always a hater.
There's always
No
a
matter what.
hater. Somebody wants to watch you just fail somewhere.
That's crazy.
And y'all gotta realize that no matter who your friends are or your best friends or whoever, there's always somebody that's always gonna hate you. I got haters now. It doesn't matter. I got haters. You probably had more haters than I have in your lifetime.
Yeah,
I mean, it just happens.
That's why it's like you just got to do what's best for you, and then just make the decisions that create your path.
Yeah.
Because without that, then we are who we are.
Right.
I learned that because I used to cater to other people's feelings. Like, have you ever been through that in life where, like, I make decisions based on what other people may think, or I don't want to disappoint my homeboy.
Yeah.
Hey, like, I have somebody right now, he
Yeah.
don't even talk to me because I'm running pattern with meats or whatever. Like, okay, cool, bro. I'm here for myself, and I have to do what's best for me because I've been in a place where there's nobody. I know what it is to, like, have months at a time where a mailman walks by your cell and you don't have no mail from anybody, no love from anybody, no anything from anybody. When you get hot, they love you. When you get cold, they're not there. So I know that feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that. I really do. I really do. And I mean, it's a tough world, but you know, we're told just to get through it. Just to get through it.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens, but I mean, at the end of the day, all we have is what's around us.
What's around us?
And that's what
Okay,
influences us a
on Miss
lot.
Jeanine Kelly, we had her today on the podcast.
And she's watching
So-
me over
yeah,
there,
she
just
is
like
watching.
you stole my spot,
what do you think? Okay,
asshole.
like you knowing like the just aspects of business. What are the to have somebody like that on your team? What is the benefits? Like, it's amazing. Like,
Oh yeah.
for her to like bring all the aspects she does and just be local is just a really cool thing.
The greatest feeling of all time is having somebody wear what you created
Yeah.
and or sharing something that you didn't even think was like that cool, and people are just like writing like, oh my god, this graphic is the best thing like I've ever seen. It's just such a humbling thing because sometimes we only spend like 30 seconds on it, but you know, or sometimes we'll spend 30 hours on it. It just depends. But sometimes you probably agree with me on this. Sometimes it's like the little things on a big project that you're like, I'm gonna kill this. I'm just gonna kill it. Like this is gonna go wild. Then you see it on a shirt. Then you see it on hats. For me, it's like when people share like a lot of my stuff, like photographs and stuff. I worked with Calhoun High School and middle school for their band stuff. For my nephew Anthony, I got the band director's like whole
You
email and
do good,
everything.
bro. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Like,
He
bro,
sent me
and
a whole thing.
like
Yeah.
for what I owe you and what I've actually paid you, I've paid you a lot of money. I have paid you a lot of money. But what I owe you,
Put that on
no, no,
record.
no, no, no. But what I owe him, it would be so much more because he takes so much time. Like he charges me a price, but I know what he puts his heart and soul is. I can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like Andre. I don't know if you have a payment plan or something, but
I
the way
got
my
two.
finances are set up right now, like if I really had to pay you for this, I wouldn't be able to afford it
Yeah.
because you put so much attention to detail and the things you do. You help me because there's some days you just send me something that's just so valuable, and I'm like, man, thank you. And I know she does the same thing. Janine, she sends people like she helps them, and it's small to her because she's so good at it. It's small to her because it's just something that she does sporadically throughout the day.
Right.
But it means so much to everybody who truly needs it because
Oh
we're trying
yeah.
to survive.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
Right.
business is trying to survive.
Right. And I mean the heart of business is always advertising. And it's like how do I promote things? How do I do things? How do I and sometimes and I mean I haven't had the question yet, but I'm waiting for the question of like where do I start? You know?
That's
Like
hard.
right, and you know, it comes with her. She's gonna start. She's gonna promote your business. She's gonna put you on the map as much as she can, and that's the whole thing about any kind of any business, even local. Like support your local businesses because
But
ninety nine percent of the time
support your
though,
local businesses,
yeah,
but support the people who support your local businesses.
yeah, yeah, ninety nine
They're
percent of the
they're the
time
fucking
locals,
aircraft carrier of
yeah,
the local businesses. They're
yeah,
actually holding the whole foundation.
right,
They're
right.
bringing you websites. They're bringing you logos. They're bringing you all of these great things, and at an affordable price.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? Like when I ask her a price, I'm like, "Hey man, much do you charge for this?" I'm thinking an outlandish amount, and then she tells me her price. I'm like, "Okay, I can kind of afford that. Maybe, maybe. Like if I just, I'm gonna have to give a couple lap dances at the local strip club.
Back to the strip club.
It's
Back
that.
to the strip club. I'm magic,
No, no,
magic
no,
Ike.
no. We're appropriate here. It's a gentleman's club.
A gentleman's
It's a
club.
gentleman's club. See, I switched up on them now.
Yeah, I might have to just watch a few tutorial videos
Oh
on how
my
to
God.
dance to afford this shit. But I'll be there. I'll get there. I'm
He's
gonna
just gonna be
I'm
scrolling
gonna have
on
a
TikTok.
website soon. Trust me.
Oh yeah, we're building the
I'm gonna have
website
a
though,
website
right?
soon. Just watch.
You're gonna build the website for him.
I'm gonna dance my way to the top.
But speaking of that, I want to do one more shout out to a client of mine.
Come on.
Okay, here. Let me swap
Well,
over.
come on.
We're swapping today.
We're swapping. Nah, I love talking to you. Dre, you helped me so much, bro. You deserve the mic anytime you want it.
I just thought of
Okay.
one of my most amazing clients that is one of those people like your best friend that's just so a part of your life that you don't think about how much they're an integral part of your life.
Don't use that shit. Like, use a different word. Integral. Can I have the other word that is in the thesaurus?
Connected.
Like the thesaurus word. Like, you know how you go to the thesaurus and you see, like, pain, agony? So, integral, I need the other word because I didn't understand that one.
A valuable asset to my business.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you. Dumb it down for me.
Okay. I want to give a personal shout out to Hillary and Pedro at Halo Entertainment. Hillary runs Halo Entertainment, and she is also like another sister to me, more than just a best friend. Now, I say that because she is also one of a few people that
What's her name?
Hillary Ramos.
Hillary Ramos.
Yes.
Okay.
Ramos. And I've helped her with her branding. I've done her websites, and if you have an event coming up, you need her services.
What does she do? What does she do?
Photo booth, DJ, uplighting, everything that you need for an event.
So she's a party girl, like a party queen. Like she does the party. Like, know what I'm saying? Like if you have, she does the DJ, she does the lighting, she does the.
Pedro's the DJ.
Pedro who?
DJ Blaze. He's also a DJ at Dodge. Yeah.
Oh, is he?
That DJ Blaze. Yeah.
I know him. I might have been a little drunk when I saw him, but
I think a lot of people are.
I might have blazed right past him, full of this Ciroc, but
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's up, Blaze? I don't remember you though.
No, they're amazing people. They put on a show at every event. I've been to a few. Destiny's wedding recently. It's just so much fun. Photo booths are fun. DJ, Pedro wasn't a DJ at that wedding, but I've seen him be a DJ and he does great work. I mean, just the music is just, it's just on point. And then she does uplighting and cold sparklers and
Cold sparklers, what are those, like the lights?
yeah, but from the floor, the large version.
Oh wow.
Like huge.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and what's it? The fog on the ground.
Might have to get with her for the lift for gifts. That would be cool.
The lift for gifts.
Yeah.
Hey, we do need a logo for the lift for gifts.
Right.
Like the powerlifting meet. That's a charity event for the kids. We definitely do.
Yeah.
So we gotta get with her for everything, bro.
Yeah.
She does everything.
I got you.
She really does great.
Yeah,
So-
anything that they need.
Okay,
anybody.
so how do people hit you up? Like, okay, so like if I want to
Instagram, Facebook,
Instagram,
my
Facebook, you
website.
have TikTok.
No, I mean I don't post anything for business on there. I mean anything at all. Just
Okay, so Instagram, Facebook, and then yeah, of course.
my website, JanineKellyDesign.com. You can reach out, send me messages, message me on Facebook, Instagram. I think my number's on the business card. Yes. You can see my banner at Rock's Gym.
Rock's Gym. We'll get people. We'll definitely put some business cards up there.
Yeah.
Man, she does an amazing job. She helps a lot of people, and she does a lot of charity work where she helps people for minimum cost. She does a lot of great things in the community. So it's really cool to have her on. Glad to have Andre on. Andre is the man behind the camera. He finally got to step on the booth. Bro, you way too big to be back here, bro. Next time we have you, we finna push the desk back,
All right.
and you got to give me some space, bro.
All right.
I felt claustrophobic.
Fine.
For real.
Chris.
I really did. Like, I'm like, I can't breathe like that. These like 300 pounds.
I got an inhaler, man. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
got a
need it
rescue
next time I'm
inhaler.
All right. Cool. All right. We're gonna wrap it up. Thank you for coming on, Jeanine Kelly. It was amazing.
Thank you for having me.
No problem.